Do. Oh, hey. We're going to play some Hearthstone today. I'm just waiting to see if any more people are going to come in. Hey, what's up, Great Gold on Fire? Just real quick, let me know. Can you hear the game alright? Like, can you hear the game music and all that? Cool. I think we're just going to play some Battlegrounds today. Can't hear the game, can't hear me. Alright, let me see if I can fix that. Let's raise that volume up a little bit. Oh, why is it dust? Oh my god, that's loud. Let's... Alright, what about now? I think... Can you hear all that clicking? Alright, I think we're good so far. I think we're just gonna play some Battlegrounds. At this point, it's just the only way that I play Hearthstone. Not really. Oh, that's upsetting. Alright, I mean, you don't really need to hear all that much of this game to make it work out. Let's try this out. Let's raise it a little more. There we go. Anyway, oh, this is terrible. I hate this. Alright. Let's go with that. Anyway. Oh, hey, Chorus, what's up? We're just gonna play the Hearthstone today because I was going to play Pokemon, but I really don't feel like playing Pokemon tonight, so we're just gonna play some Hearthstone. Hope that's okay with all of you. Anyway. I don't know if any of you have played Hearthstone, because I know a lot of you just... What do I think of the Kaldheim spoiler? I'm excited. I'm not as excited as I was with Zendikar, nor as excited as I was with, like, Commander Legends. But I'm more excited than... I'm more excited than I'm with a core set or something like that. The alternate art frames are amazing. For Phyrexians, it's like... I wasn't around for Phyrexians being a thing in the Magic storyline, so I'm not really that excited over it. I'm excited for having a doubling season on a stick. It's what I'm excited about. That's going to be great, because I know it shuts down all other people's commanders. Not commanders, planeswalkers +1s. Doesn't shut down the +2s, but if they +1, they don't get any loyalty counters, which is great. So I'm really looking forward to that. For the new Phyrexian set. So am I. I don't know when we're going to get it. I feel like if the Phyrexians are going to come back, it's either going to be during the Innistrad blocks that are coming out, or it's going to be during
I've got some fresh
the one after that, which means we won't get them till late 2021, early 2022. So it's not as good. Like, it's not really soon, anytime soon, so the Phyrexian stuff doesn't really work out all that much. I do feel that if the Phyrexians are coming back in this method, we're going to have one now. We're going to have one in Strixhaven, and then we're going to have one... I actually don't know if they're going to put one into the D&D set. Because that's a little different. I don't know if they'd be willing to do that. But aside from overall spoilers when it comes to Kaldheim... Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull them up on another monitor so I don't mess up any of this. Usually Scryfall has them alright. Let's check Scryfall. Kaldheim. Nope. Great. Let's check. Oh, wait, what's happening in game? 5 mana. Do we want to level? Yeah, let's just be greedy. I hate this hero anyway. Here we go, Kaldheim. search for these options. Yeah, I don't understand how they're going to explain that they're actually traveling through different planes. I know that they're not supposed to. I know that they could technically have the technology to do so because we have Tezzeret around with like his thing. Oh, yeah, this isn't like regular Hearthstone. It's Battlegrounds, which is effectively like their teamfight type, not their teamfight type, their battle chess mode. I would explain it a little more in detail if you're interested. I'll explain it, like, what's happening and how we're playing out. As of right now, you just buy units, and they auto-fight at the end against the other players. Like, each one of these people is a player. Oh, wait, hold on, let me think real quick. Sorry, I had to think there for a second. Like here, I just play minions and I position them on the field, and when the fight starts, when this timer runs out, they will attack, like that, Phyrexian Walker. Like that. They'll attack, randomly, basically, and then whoever gets to clear the opponent's board then gets to deal direct damage to the opponent. You'll see it in a couple seconds. I'm going to just explain it out now, since we're already talking about it. I don't know how much you guys play Hearthstone. Depending on how much you guys know about Hearthstone, I'll explain like the effects and stuff. But you see how he has a bigger board, so he gets to attack first. Oh, he stole that from me. That's supposed to be mine. That's not good. But you see, I'm not controlling any. This is strictly the minions fighting on their own. And they fight each other. I miraculously won that, which is insane. But now, depending on how many minions I have left on the field, I deal damage directly to their life points. So they go down to 34 and I stay. On the left is the leaderboard as to how everyone is health-wise. And it tells me what kind of minions they're running, how much damage they fight, how many most recent fights they've gotten in. And we all kind of like buy minions from the same pool. So like if I buy this, it's one less that they can buy. So we're not only competing against each other on the board, but we're also competing with each other, trying to get as many of a specific type of minion that we can. Here it tells you which minions are in the game, but that's a little more complicated. Right now I'm trying to get a slightly bigger board than this. I think we're gonna do that.
We must band together, united for Dalaran.
Like that. Okay. Anyway, that's about the gist of it. It's a lot more complicated when we actually start playing, but I think I'll explain it later on when we get to a hero that I actually use, because I don't like this hero. He's not really all that good. But we can talk Kaldheim spoilers. I'll actually, you know what? I don't have a way to position this on this page, on this side of the screen that well, so we're just gonna go off basically what we're doing. Tezzeret is joining the Phyrexians. I don't know if he would. I'm not exactly sure if Tezzeret would want to work with the Phyrexians. I don't think he has a reason to. And someone in New Phyrexian became a walker. That could be it. But I don't know how they would transport Vorinclex over to Kaldheim. That's what I'm not understanding. Because as far as I'm aware, they shouldn't be able to planeswalk. Tezzeret might be desperate, I'm not sure. I mean, Tezzeret pretty much got a free pass into just doing whatever he wants. Like, he got away, he's alive, as far as I'm aware, so he doesn't really need anything. I think he's fine. If it is Tezzeret, though, I'd be very surprised. And I will quote you on you calling it, because that's a really good call if it ends up happening. I personally don't think it would, though. I don't think it makes that much sense for it to happen like that. Oh, let's do this.
I love catching some waves.
Let's play this out. I don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. Oh, go. Yeah. See, you can only have a max of 7 minions here, so it's fun. I have to specially position and sell minions when I'm at. If I want to talk about Kaldheim spoilers that I'm really looking forward to, it's one specific one that I fell in love with, and it was, where is it? I need to find it. I don't know if Scryfall updated it, because I think it was leaked out today. I think today was the day it got leaked, so I'm not sure if they have it up yet. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh yes,
think
Rifle
you can
doesn't
win
have it as
this
far as I'm
thing.
aware. It's a saga, the Sword Saga. I think I'm gonna have to look it up on Twitter. An evil version of the Weatherlight would be really interesting. I think I'd like that. I'd like that. I honestly would like an evil Weatherlight would be fun. But we just have Dominary, and I don't know if they would go through the whole concept of bringing back the Weatherlight as like a story mechanic yet. It'd be interesting if they did though. I'm trying to find this card, but I can't find it. Ah, here we go, I found it. Let me see if I can zoom in on this.
Your
This one right. Oh,
minions
let's
really
play this.
pulled their
Let's play
weight.
this out. Need any of this? Do I need any of this? I don't need any of that. Let's do. What
That's
do I
what
not
would've
need here?
picked.
I really don't need that.
Defensive systems online.
And we'll keep that. This one right here. The Fortune of Tyrite Sword. I love this because it's going straight into my Breya Treasure Token deck. Because that deck revolves around summoning back as many treasure tokens as it can to win off of Revelant Riches and Mechanized Production. And it also has ways to recur enchantments from the graveyard, which is really hard to do when you don't have green, but the deck manages to do it a little bit. So having this be a 1 and a 2 is really good, because if I end up copying this with various different methods, I'll have this treasure token repeatedly throughout the EDH game, which is great. Also, the artwork is amazing. I want this in Wall Scroll. The story so far, Kaldheim, I'm not really that invested in. I know a story just came out a couple days ago. Do you think they remember Urza? I think everybody remembers Urza. I would be very surprised if no one remembers Urza. Hey. Urza. Yeah, I think they all remember Urza. I don't think they would forget Urza. Like, I never even read Urza storylines, and I remember Urza. I don't think Urza would ever stop being an entity for them. In draft? That is if we get to draft this. I don't know if we're going to get to draft this, to be perfectly honest with you. I miss draft so much, but the way that everything is going on, I don't really think we're going to get to draft anytime soon.
A good
Like, at
tactical
all.
choice.
I think we're
Down
going
a
next this
minion
time around.
and up a goal.
Let's see. We don't need any of that. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any kind of draft anytime soon. Sealed we can. I know people that do sealed on webcam. They kind of just trust each other. It's how I did the sealed Commander Legends thing. Not everybody streamed it. Some people just did it at home. Arena draft is. I forgot Arena existed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I completely forgot that Arena existed. I don't play Arena. I drafted Amonkhet for a little bit because I love Amonkhet as a set, and I played nothing but Mono Red Burn. I just forced Mono Red Burn for the 3 drafts that I did, but after that, didn't touch it again. Arena doesn't really interest me all that well, and drafting is fun, but it's really expensive when you consider the fact that I don't actually get any cards out of it on Magic Arena. Spending $12 to $15 on a draft in person, like, I get the commons and uncommons that I'm going to draft, and I'm also going to get the rares that I pull. In Magic Arena, doesn't really matter. I don't get any of that back. And it's pretty expensive considering the economy of Arena is really bad. Wait, how do you play drafts for free? I don't understand that. I had to pay like $5. I think I paid $15 the day that I started drafting. Hazard with the first mythic, that is amazing. That's a wonderful mythic. I love God cards. God cards are amazing. Flavor-wise, mechanic-wise. Gameplay-wise, they're terrible. I understand why everybody hates them. But Hazard is a good one. I love Amonkhet. I had a one-shot D&D game where we played on Amonkhet. Oh, the grind, yeah. I used to do that on Hearthstone. It's how I got my collection here. But I don't have it in me to do that in Magic. I dislike one-on-one Magic so much. Like, I don't like constructed Magic at all, unless it's like Commander. We're grinding that out. It's just not in me. I don't have it in me to do that. At least not anymore. I know I used to like it. I don't think I could do it anymore. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. That is not what I wanted to do. Oh no. Oh no, my finger slipped. No, she's still around. Hazard's still kicking. I think she's in the desert somewhere, but let me just figure this out because I messed that up. Ah, I messed that up badly. I messed that up pretty badly. I think we're gonna have to... I done goofed.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
I royally done goofed.
A good tactical choice.
Let's do
My
that.
shield for Argus.
And then... Yeah, we're gonna have to go with this. I really messed that up. Horribly. Let's do... that. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait till we get back to Amonkhet. Getting back to Amonkhet will be great. Because if you can get some good runs, you can start banking gems. I tried doing that. The first draft that I did on Amonkhet on Arena, I got enough gems to do it again, to loop it. After that, the second draft that I did, I went, I think, 3-3. And that doesn't give me a loop. And then I played again, and I did horribly because I was forcing red the entire time, because that's all I do in draft. And what ended up happening at that point is that I ended up running out of gems. And I was like, alright, I'm not going to play Constructed because I hate it. I played some Historic, got a couple of stuff, but nowhere near enough to do a draft again, so I just dropped it. I still have Arena on my computer, but I don't think I'll pick it up anytime soon, to be really honest with you. Oh, but drafting in person is lovely, and I miss it. I miss it so much. My first experience in Magic was like drafting Origins for a charity event. Brawl! Yeah, but I can't play Historic Brawl. That's the problem. I would love to play Brawl. I would love to play Brawl if I could actually still use my Niv Mizzet, because I opened a Niv Mizzet, and I'd be willing to run it. But not anymore, because Historic Brawl doesn't really exist as far as I'm aware, and unless they've recently changed it, it doesn't happen as regularly as it should be. Kind of like Jumpstart. They had Jumpstart for a little bit, and then they took it away. And Jumpstart to me is like my favorite. It's become like my second favorite way to play Magic has been Jumpstart.
Keep up the pressure.
Because it's honestly amazing. What can I do here? What can we do here? Oh, we're definitely keeping that.
I'll save these ones for later.
Anyway, where was I? Yeah, Brawl. I can't play Brawl on Arena, so it's not something that I find fun. Yeah. Also, if I go play Historic Brawl, how many times am I going to run into Omnath? Wait, is Omnath banned in Historic? I don't remember. Yeah, Wizards is very mean. Wizards is very, very mean. Honestly, like if you just let me play Jumpstart on Arena, I would put so much money into Arena just trying to play Jumpstart as much as I can. And I hate that I missed it. When Jumpstart released on Arena, I missed it. I wasn't around to play for that. I don't remember what kept me occupied, but I couldn't play it. So it didn't work out. And Jumpstart packs in real life now are like $11 if I want to get them online, or I just gotta be lucky enough for them to be around at a Target or something for like $7. Oh yeah, I know they fixed the matchmaking, so I can play against rare commanders if I play something different. But I would really just be playing Niv Mizzet. There really is nothing else that interests me. I'm dying, which makes sense because this hero is trash. For Warhammer is amazing. I managed to play my first Kill Team game the other day. I lost, but I loved it. It was great. The thing with Warhammer is, it is expensive. It is so expensive. The only reason I got to play a game is because I effectively just bought my friend a Necron Kill Team, used, pre-painted at a store somewhere. If it wasn't for that, we were not having that. We were never finishing that game. We were not going to have it. But I love it. I love Warhammer. But just like Magic, I love it for what it is a lot more than the actual gameplay. You went from level 1 to level 20. How on earth did you do that?
The battle is really raging.
How? I could barely get a one-shot to fire with 4 people. How did you get an entire level 1 to 20 to fire? Like how, honestly? Just... Oh, wait, hold up. Let's try to do... I need to get something else. Oh, there we go. That's what I needed.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
I think we're gonna have to get rid of this. Let's do that. Every Sunday. Do you? Okay, that's insane. In a good way, though. That's amazing. I couldn't do that. I couldn't find people to do that regularly. As much as we would want to. Oh, you're playing on Roll20 Foundry. Okay, that makes more sense now. I've wanted to do D&D a lot, but my friends don't like the webcam ones. And the friends that do like the webcam ones aren't available at the same time as I am. I also don't really have the time for it anymore. Like, I work full-time during the week now, and on Saturday and Sunday I'm either doing errands, working on the YouTube channel, or just doing the other billion hobbies that I have going on right now. Like, I just finished my Sisters of Battle Seraphim squad, but I didn't want to base them regularly, so instead of putting them on a base, I bought these Age of Sigmar ghosts, and kind of took them apart and made them part of the base, so that these Seraphim are flying with a companion ghost. And I made the ghost wear the Orzhov... Excuse me. I made them wear the Orzhov armor. So it looks like an Orzovian ghost that is still paying off their debt, working with these Sephiroth. But see, that took like 30 hours of work over like 2 weeks, so I didn't... No, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So, while I love to play D&D, and I would love to play regularly, I don't know if I have the time, because I'm always the DM. I always have to DM when we play D&D. So I'd have to do all of my regular life stuff, and then on top of that, plan and schedule and work towards an entire D&D thing. Which really is hard to do. Like, really, really hard to do. Double minions attack. Do we want a double minions attack? Let's see, what do we want to do here? Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Oh, let me just think this through, because I might have a play. Depending on what I pull out of this guy. Nope. Let's try that. Nope. Oh my god. Give me something, please. Nope. I think we'll probably buy this. Okay, we're gonna have to do this. Let's do that. I think this is how we're gonna have to make this work out, or else it's not gonna happen. Oh my god, you're deeming a Star Wars campaign on Wednesdays and having a D&D session on Sundays? Yo, kudos to you, man. I don't know how I could do that. My god, I don't know how I could do that. I'd love to be able to play D&D more often, though. Like, where we last left off in the Ravnica setting that I was DMing, we were just getting ready for, like, a big Golgari revolution that they were going to help defend against, so... I miss it. I honestly miss it a lot. Hopefully when he comes out. But good on you, man. Kudos on that. I don't know how I could do it. And I also just impulse bought myself like a gigantic Lego set that I've been building. And I'm like 5 or 6 hours into that build. And I still got like another 6 hours to go. So we gotta just play that out a little more and just hope everything goes well. But it just takes up so much time. And I don't think I ever have time to do everything that I would actually like to do. Which is really the biggest problem with all of the hobbies that I have, and just putting as many hobbies as I can. Also, I know we haven't really been talking about what's on screen. Like, I've just been playing Hearthstone in the background, but we have made it to the top 4. Top 3. I have literally no idea how we've managed to do that. This is a terrible composition. Like, it's genuinely horrible. Like, it's so bad. Yeah, and I'm just gonna get rid of this. I think it's time to get rid of it. It's not working out. I have no idea how I've managed to pull this off. This is horrible. Like, this is terrible in every sense of the word. And I mean it, like, this is bad. Let's try this out.
That's what I would have picked.
Let's try that out. I just watched the colors and explosions. Oh my god. A 44 power monster. Oh, yeah. 44 power monster, yeah. That's horrible, but it's different in this game. If you... I think the biggest creature I ever had in this mode of Hearthstone was like a 420, 400 and something pirate. Just watch the colors and explosions? Good on you! If you guys want, I could actually explain, like, in detail what I'm doing next round if I get a hero that I actually know about, because I've actually have only played with this one, like, once. But anyway, we're talking about D&D. D&D, it's just time for hobbies, yeah. It's also, but now, I've been trying to focus more on the YouTube channel, because we hit 1,000 subs, which is amazing. And I don't know, I feel like this motivation to just create something better. So the next video that I'm planning out, and I'm just going to tell you guys, because you guys are always here, you guys are the MVPs of all these streams. I'm working on sagas. Like, I'm doing an analytical look at the saga type of enchantments. Because to me, they are the best cards, the best design. Like, I don't think I've seen a saga that doesn't accomplish its goal mechanically, flavorfully. No, never mind, there was one in Theros that was just silly that I didn't like, the fucking Death Mask dude one. I didn't like that one at all. But aside from that, just as a whole, sagas as a mechanical component of Magic are wonderful. And I've been wanting to do a video on sagas for such a long time, but I've never really been able to connect them thematically. Oh, yeah, we're dead. Yeah, this means we died. Yeah, that 99% loss. Yeah, like some sagas, I would love to have them as a painting on my wall. But there's no connecting theme between them because they're meant to be like all-encompassed stories, like on their own. So it's really hard to connect them in my own formula of making a video talking about their artwork. So I decided that the video is not going to be about their artwork. It touches upon their artworks, yes, but it's more so on just the mechanical and flavor aspects of Saga as a type of card. So it's going to be a bit till that one comes out because it's very ambitious. I'm working on the script right now. I've got a couple hours into that. And it's looking to be around the same size of the Zendikar one, if not a little bit longer, but with a lot more editing work to go through. And editing that out is going to be a major struggle. Not in a bad way. Like, I love editing, it's just going to take a while for it to come out, which is why I put that post in the community tab of, like, what else do you guys want to see? Because I could do, like, smaller scale, not as refined, not as super edited videos in between these large-scale videos that I tend to do. Because I also don't want to drought you guys from content if I just don't upload something for another month or two. I never done that before, but now I feel like a little more pressure now that I have, like, so many more eyes looking at me. So, hopefully it works out, and people start responding to the community page so I can get an idea. The Theros saga do look different from the Dominaria saga, but even within Theros, if you look at the sagas on their own, like just the sagas of Dominaria, just the sagas of Theros, they look different from each other. Like, Elspeth Conquers Death, strictly different than Kiora Best the Sea God. And Kiora Best the Sea God, by the way, is my favorite saga in all of Theros Beyond Death. To me, it is the quintessential example of what a saga should be, is Kiora Conquers the Sea God. But that's what I mean, even within Theros, they're all completely different, because that's the point. They're meant to portray snippets of a story.
Fresh opponents. Are you ready?
They're meant to portray snippets of a story that are completely different. And doing so, actually, wait, let's freeze that and just do that. Second.
I'll save these ones for later.
But yeah, doing that. And because they're supposed to portray a specific part of the world, or a specific part of the history of the world, they have to look different because they're supposed to be all-encompassing on their own. So the video is going to be touching more on, like, the entire aspect of what sagas are.
Don't tell the others.
Which is fun. I actually love how the script is coming out. And you guys are going to love so much how much it's going to come out. But from now to then, I'm thinking about just uploading smaller scale stuff. Like, I don't know, showing you guys my regular paintings, showing you guys what I've been doing. Maybe just doing unscripted, kind of quick snippets of conversation of, like, what I've been up to. Instead of just, ooh, that's perfect. what was I saying? Yeah, like short form, non-scripted stuff. I am not going to do the stories of Kaldheim like I did with Zendikar because that was exhausting. Like, I mentioned it, I think, when we opened the Zendikar Rising booster box, the set booster box, but doing those stories twice a week for 4.5 or 5 weeks straight was exhausting. I have never been more exhausted from content creation in my life. I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it. At least not with that length. If I touch upon the Kaldheim story, it's either going to be like in chunks, like one every couple weeks, or like an all-encompassing review once the story is finalized. Because other than that, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I have it in me. I really don't. Do we want this? I think we want this, yeah. Oh, that didn't help us at all.
I'll make sure these ones stick around for
Yeah,
next time.
it's very different how I've been trying to focus on this. So hopefully it works out well. Oh, sorry, I gotta drink some water. But anyway, back to Kaldheim spoilers. Yeah, if I have the energy for it, I'll do it, honestly. I love talking about storylines, but the reason I love Zendikar as much is because I understand the history of Nissa and of Nahiri, and I understand what Jace has been going through. I get the overall concept of Nicol Bolas still being alive. With Kaldheim, I don't care about Tybalt. I really don't. Like, I really don't care about Tybalt at all. And he's kind of the main character here, and he's Loki, but like, why couldn't it have been Oko instead of Tybalt? I get why. I understand why they couldn't have Oko again, but like, come on. It ain't that bad. Oh, we just got a triple. Nice. We're doing something super greedy.
I'll make sure these ones stick
Now let's
around
do
for
that.
next time.
People like Tybalt. I actually have a friend on the Discord server that loves Tybalt. Like, it's his favorite Planeswalker. It's his favorite Magic character entirely. Actually, yeah, I might actually, that might be the video I do, because you're not the first person that has asked me to show the Warhammer minis that I have. Specifically because I treat them like small-scale art projects. I don't treat them as game pieces. So they're basing, oh, we got wrecked this round. Like, they're basing what they do, like the coloring that I do, is more for them being on a shelf as an artistic piece. At least the more recent one. The first batches I did are pretty bad. I think I'm still going to include them in the video, but mainly to show, like, this is the progress that I've made painting miniatures from then to now.
The battle is
Which
really
I think that'll be a
raging
good
out
video to do. I think I'll go through with that one.
I'll clean you up.
Anyway, let me just play this turn out real quick,
I'll clean you up.
because I did something super, super greedy. What could we do here? Let's do that.
Embrace your rage.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. We don't need to anymore. That was worse. That's objectively the worst thing that could have happened. Okay. Kaldheim Truth, yeah, I know. I understand people that are happy with it because Norse mythology is really hype for a lot of people, and while I enjoy it to an extent, I'm not as versed in it as I am in, like, medieval lore. Like, Throne of Eldraine, I love it. It's one of my favorite sets of all time. Not only was it because it was pushed as hell, but because that Arthurian legend kind of aesthetic is what I do. It's my favorite. And I understand people that are really high for Kaldheim because I look at how I saw Throne of Eldraine. And if they love Kaldheim the same way that I love Throne of Eldraine, I perfectly understand. I understand the hype behind it. There are some things about Kaldheim that I don't like from the game perspective. Like, I don't like the way Foretold is a mechanic. Because I feel like... Okay, I want you to picture Foretold, right? But if instead of exiling the card face down, you put it face down on the field as an non-colored enchantment token. Like, you would put the card face down on the table, and it would be an enchantment. No color, no effect. And then you could flip over that enchantment for its Foretold code, its Foretold cost, and play the card. Because what that allows the player to do is now you can... Yeah, basically a trap card from Yu-Gi-Oh! But you can interact with the cards that are foretold with removal spells. Because right now, let's say you have your opponent that foretold like 5 cards, right? Yeah, basically morph but for instants and sorceries. Like, in a way that could be activated in either player's turn, you know? But, oh, let me play this out real quick.
Let the corruption spread.
Oh, yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, it's just Morph, but Morph didn't work for instants. Like, Morph had those creatures that, when they flipped, they did an effect that was effectively an instant. But now we can actually push it a little more. Because I don't like the way Foretold is now. It's Morph, but Morph that you can't interact with. Which I understand is the power level of it, but I don't like it. It's powerful, and I get it, but I just wish it was a permanent on the field to add some sort of interaction. Because imagine if you could remove it. If an opponent plays a Foretold card, and you could just remove it with an enchantment removal. Which, yes, it's just Morph, but Morph is weaker. Yeah, but I don't want super no-ones. Okay, you got a point there. You might be convincing me a little bit here. The modal dual-facing cards, though, I love that. And I like how that's going to be a thing that's going to keep happening. It's going to be great. I think they're mainly designed for online. Like, they're mainly designed to be a thing that people do for a Magic Arena. Because it is a pain. When you sleeve them up, I understand that it is a pain for some people to have to do that. Oh, wait. Let's play this turn out real quick. Oh. I don't think I need any of this. I want that. Oh. Oh, that is good.
So many shinies.
Yeah, that's not gonna work out. That's not what I wanted to do either. Just save that. We need the gold grubber. Well, where was I? Sorry, I keep getting unfocused. Like, I'm playing terribly, and that's my problem. I shouldn't be focusing on 3 different things at once. But we're just relaxing now. I'm celebrating. God. And I don't really care about my ranking in this mode. This mode's fine. I lost my train of thought entirely. I apologize for that. Where were we?
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Kaldheim, mechanics, flavor. Oh, modal dual-face cards. Modal dual-face cards. Yeah, they're great. Like, I love the fact that they're exploring different design perspectives, like design aspects to work upon, because now we have modal dual-face cards that aren't just lands. They're creatures, and then there were creatures with lands on the back, and now we have creatures with creatures on the back, and now we have creatures with enchantments, with planeswalkers, with equipment, and that's amazing. I love that. It's gonna fuck up EDH at some point. Like, I can guarantee you there's gonna be a point where it's gonna fuck up EDH in summer. It's gonna break it. It's just gonna break it horribly. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I'm pretty sure it is going to happen soon. I don't see another way of it happening. Oh, let's try. What do we need here? We don't need anything here. I think we might. That's fine. Okay, so I know you guys don't play this mode real quick, but what you're seeing on screen right now is me losing really, really badly, because the game is just not being nice to me right now.
My shield.
Let's try to do it.
Didn't like that one either. Here's a goal
That's fine.
for the
We're actually going to keep that one up there.
I'll save these ones for later.
Then they can ban stuff. You're right, they can ban stuff. But I still want them to unban Leovold and just ban every single wheel effect, because I miss playing with Leovold. Because I would have him be in decks that weren't completely oppressive garbage. But no one would want to play it. No, not Fire Philosophy. Oh god, the Fire Philosophy is such a pain in the ass, honestly. I also hate the fact that they don't do legendary lands anymore. I understand why they do it. Like, they can't have legendary lands because it makes them unplayable, and it makes them objectively worse to play in constructed formats with multiple copies.
Great out there.
But I hate the flavor fail that non-legendary lands entail. Like the World Tree, the center point of multiverses. Not multiverses, the center point of all these different planes isn't legendary. And that doesn't make any sense at all. But now let's actually talk about the cards in Kaldheim. There was one card that I liked that wasn't just the treasure enchantment. Oh, yeah, the new Tybalt. I'm gonna be honest with you, the new Tybalt is fine. I like it. I like its mechanics. It's going to be terrible for webcam EDH, so I think we're gonna have to give it a couple months for people to actually start playing it the way it's meant to be. Because I don't think that many people are gonna play it. Yeah, not that many people are gonna play it in like how do I say it? People aren't going to play it the way it's supposed to be played. Like, they're not gonna do it on a table and just start like stealing stuff right away, because it doesn't work for people that aren't playing webcam EDH. Like, it just doesn't work. So it's like the Ana 1 deck, the Ana 1 EDH deck. It doesn't work because people don't want to play it online, because trying to keep track of stolen cards online doesn't work out. It just doesn't. So that's the issue I have with it. The Tybalt will see more play later on once like COVID starts clearing up and people can actually go play EDH in person. But the thing I don't like about Tybalt though is I don't think it's ever actually going to be cast for 6, and that's because of Cascade. It was revealed in a Twitter thread from I don't remember who, but they confirmed that if you Cascade into the Tybalt, because the back phase is a 3-cost card, it would effectively go Cascade for 4, and then you go to the Tybalt that costs 3 or 2. I don't know. It costs 2. So I guess Cascade for 3, hit the Valky God of Light for 2, and now you can cast the 7-cost Planeswalker on the other side for free.
You're doing
Which,
great out there.
and the concept of Commander doesn't really seem that broken. Now that I'm actually saying it out loud, I don't think that's actually going to break much. But it might break other formats at some point. I don't know. I don't like the way that Cascade works with modal dual face cards, because I feel like it's fun, it's quirky, and it's like a nice wow moment, but it's going to lead to some feel bad. And it's going to lead to some real degenerate crap. And no, Wizards of the Coast should never use EDH as their balancing benchmark, because Commander, by its very nature, is broken. And Commander allows broken things to happen because it effectively thinks that the table as a whole politically will deal with anything overpowered. Like if somebody drops a turn 1, play your Soul Ring, tap Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, drop the Lotus, sacrifice the Lotus, play your 3-cost Commander for free, basically. Cool, that person's now down 3 cards, and the rest of the table is going to murder them for doing that. But that doesn't really translate to the concept of balancing cards. Because now what do? You can try balancing it a little bit,
That's quite the army you're building,
but
friend.
it doesn't really work out all that well. Because Wizards of the Coast isn't looking at these cards in the sense of like people placing them, it's stealing most unjust raw power. Oh yeah, dealing with the new Omnath is terrible. But I don't like that they're designing for Commander in standard sets. Standard sets should be standard sets, and their cards for standard should be designed for standard. The issue with that is, though, no one's going to buy them. No one's going to buy those cards because no one wants to play standard. I don't want to play standard. I don't really know anybody that plays standard for fun. And if it wasn't for COVID, I don't think people would be playing standard in, I'm recovering? Yeah, I'm recovering a bit. But... oh, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't think if COVID wasn't a thing, people wouldn't be playing standard at Friday Night Magic. They would be playing Field. They would be playing Commander. They would be playing any other format, really. So if they do things the way they're quote-unquote supposed to do, and design around standard and design for standard in mind, it won't work. Because then the cards won't sell and the game will suffer because of it. But if they start pumping out more Omnath, Commander will be fine, because Commander can kind of police itself even if you have overpowered broken bullshit. But it's gonna break all the other formats. Like if you look at Lurrus. Lurrus, I believe, was designed for Commander. I think the companion mechanic as a whole was designed not only to have standard players play fake Commander, but also for Commander players to start brewing new decks out. And the companion mechanic is sort of terrible. It's honestly terrible. Actually, wait, I'm going to show you guys what I mean by the Commander, but not the Commander, the companion mechanic. And I understand where they got it from. Yeah, I died. That game wasn't going well at all. I'm going to show you where the companion mechanic comes from, because I don't know if you guys have played Hearthstone before. Wait, no. No duplicates. Because Hearthstone has these cards. Where is it? No duplicates. Here, these cards. Let's go to all cards. These cards right here. If you were to play this card, if your deck contains no duplicates, you fully heal your hero. So imagine if in Magic, you had a card that on ETB set your life total to 20. It's a really powerful effect, but in order to play it, your deck can't contain any duplicates. Kind of like Lurrus. Of course, if they were to print that card anyway, it would be banned in Commander because it wouldn't be a deck restriction. Everybody does singleton, so it wouldn't matter. But they took that concept and they paired it up with these cards. Quest. Where are they? These cards in Hearthstone are called Quest. They're effectively they always start in your opening hand. You have to have a deck restriction. You have to build your deck around the quest. Because it starts in your opening hand. You complete the quest, in this case, it's add 4 cards from other classes to your hand, and your reward is something really big. This one isn't that big, but for example, this one, it makes every minion you summon for the rest of the game a 4/4. Imagine if in Magic, you had a permanent emblem that allowed you to have every creature you summon be a 4/4. It's insane. Like, utterly, it's insane, but you have to go through the process of actually building your deck around it. For example, this is play 5 minions with the same name. Hearthstone has a 2-card limit for their minions. You can't play more than 2 of the same card. So this is really difficult. Well, it's supposed to be really difficult, but this specific card actually was so unbearably broken that it was nerfed, I believe, a total of 4 times? So it didn't really work out. But you know what I mean? This concept is where I believe they got inspired for Companion, where it's this deck building restriction that is always with you. Except in Hearthstone, it takes up a deck slot, and it also takes up a card in your hand. So if you play a quest and you start the game with 5 cards, you're effectively starting with 4 cards. Only. You're only having 4 cards in your hand because one of your cards will always be the quest that doesn't do anything. It's just 1 mana, do nothing to activate the quest. While in Magic, no. In Magic, it not only doesn't take up a card in your hand, it effectively has no added cost when it comes to playing the card. You don't pay anything to... Well, now you pay something, put it in your hand, but it's just playing the card free. You start with an extra card in your hand every game. And that's incredibly broken. But that's the Fire philosophy, and it was an issue. I think you guys all know like how bad Companion was. But you have that. You have stuff like... just like to say right now, I believe that Mutate... I hate it. I hate everything about Mutate, and I feel it is one of the worst designed... Just overall, one of the worst designed mechanics that Magic has ever made. And I'm saying that with my chest fully prideful. I think it's one of the worst mechanics they've ever made. So, to me, Ikoria was a mistake. I really consider Ikoria to be a gigantic mistake, mechanically wise. And that's coming from somebody that doesn't even play the game all that often. Even I could see the issues with it. But aside from that, designing for Commander is a problem. But I get why they're doing it, because they're not going to sell cards otherwise. Yeah, I don't like Mutate at all. The concept of like stacking cards on top of each other
Fresh opponents. Are you
makes a little bit of sense. Like, I get why you're doing it. The onset, contraptions, yeah. Okay, I want you to picture right now. The concept of Mutate, right? It is effectively a more powered up version of, not contraptions, of that. The one you're talking about, Augment, right? So, yeah, what I don't like about it. Okay, so... Augment is a mechanic that was too wild for Magic, and it was implemented through an onset because it added a level of interaction that you're not really used to. It is stacking your cards on top of each other to get them effects, kind of like auras, but these legitimately changed aspects of the card. It wasn't in Augment. You had the type land. That's it. This is now a creature, fish, bird, right? You can read that. When you have the cards on top of each other, it's because the border is different. You can actually read the card and say, like, this is now a creature, bird, something, whatever. But when it comes to mutate, you don't really have that. You don't have that visual. You know what? I think it's easier if I just bring it up. Augment. Augment MTG.
Keep up
Open
the
link in your tab.
momentum, friend.
Where is it? I can't find it. Okay. You see this? You can very clearly say that you can see Monkey Kitten for this casting cost. It is now a creature Monkey Cat, and it does this ability.
We all hit some bugs
This
now.
is visually appealing. Right? But now, if you look at Mutate, you don't have any limitations on Mutate. You just
Down a
mutate
minion and up a goal.
whatever the hell you want, however many times you want. And you're right, it does work on Arena, because Arena visually can change all that. Arena can change what the card looks like. Arena can give you a drop that many of all the card's abilities. It can change the name visually. That doesn't work on paper. And that's honestly why I don't think the mechanic works, and why I think the mechanic is very poorly designed, because they designed that mechanic with the idea that it's going to be viable online on Arena, not the fact that it is almost unplayable on paper. Right? And you're right, only some cards could be augmented because they were meant and balanced to be augmented with each other. At this point, after seeing a Mutate, you could probably print Augment in Black Border, and it wouldn't mechanically ruin the game. On top of that, if you look at Mutate as a mechanic, it's a mess. If you look at it from the sense of the rules, like, you mutate your commander, or your commander mutates onto another creature. It brings up so many game questions, right? But not only that, if you remove the concept of like EDH from it, and you just look at this from that specific perspective, cool. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work at all, because you have all these different effects. Is that bad to play on paper? Yes, it's really bad to play on paper, because you don't have that visual aspect that I showed you with the augment cards. You don't have that visual thing telling you what all the effects are. You just stack these cards on top of each other like you're playing Uno, and not only are you expected to remember which effects those are, you're also expected to remember the order that they are in, because whatever creature is on top specifically doesn't retain some aspects of the cards below it, but also do retain the cards below it. And there's no clear indication of this, because the mechanic is so complex that you basically need to go into the rules to figure it out. With Augment, you don't. Augment just on its own visually works well. But yeah, that's kind of why I hate it. Honestly, that's a big reason as to why I don't like it at all. Oh wait, hold on, let me play this out real quick. I don't want that. Oh wait. Let's actually keep that for now. I have an idea. Yeah. Yes, Augment was so fun. Honestly, I feel bad that I was only able to draft it once, but it was really good. But aside from that, companions were a mistake, and I think everybody can unequivocally say that mechanic was a mistake, at least the way it was implemented. What's ironic is that the thing that would have made companion work out well is if it just started in your opening hand. That's it. If it started in your hand, if it took up that place in your hand at the beginning of every game. But then you have to somehow ask yourself, like, okay, do you shovel it into your deck? Is it part of the main deck? When exactly in the rules do you add it to your hand? Does it just start in your hand before the game? Do you have to declare what your companion is? It's a problem. But that one could be solved online, like the way Hearthstone does it. But that brings up another bag of issues. But Mutate is insane. And Mutate, outside of the set it was designed for, when you put it into EDH, it's insane. And I can tell you that it's a mess to play on paper, because I have played countless games of EDH online through webcam. Do you know how many times I've seen somebody use a Mutate deck? Never. I have played maybe 20 EDH games since the start of quarantine, and I have not seen a single Mutate card come out. At all. I've seen companions as commanders, not as companions. So that's what I mean, where it's just those mechanics just didn't function the way they should have functioned.
Get some minions in play.
Wait, I think we just got a triple. Ooh, Ooh, we got a triple.
That's
Nice.
a great play. I can't wait to see
What are we?
this
Oh,
shake out.
this. Definitely getting this. Alright, I think we're good now. Wait, let's, I think this is, that's better, I think. But yeah, my god, how long have we been streaming for? We've been almost for an hour. Oh, I should probably get some dinner soon. But yeah. Scootstrom's Mutate deck? Oh my god, I don't. They should reprint Unhinged. Yeah, they should. I actually bought Unsanctioned, the box one. It was so fun. Bad thing is I impulse bought it for $55, which was a mistake. Wizard is very mean. Wizard is very mean. There are so many things that they could do where I would literally buy so much. Another take on a companion mechanic is a new fan. Honestly, you want to know what will make companion very balanced? Just have it start in your hand. Have it take up a card in your hand. You have to declare it at the beginning of the game. It doesn't solve the problem permanently, but it makes it a little more balanced and not as completely useless as it is now. That's the issue with it. But if we look at other design philosophies when it comes to, if you want a good example of design philosophy in Magic the Gathering and how Wizards isn't really doing it the best that they should be. Oh wait, I think we just broke this game. Yeah, I think we just broke this game. Hold up.
Oh, you're moving up in the world.
I think we just broke this game. Hold up. I need to think about this for a second. Oh, yep. I think we just broke this game. Yep. I think we've broken this game. We've officially broken this game, and I'm happy about that. Cool. We don't need that, but that's great. You really dig the idea of my Planeswalker having a bit pick pal? Yeah, I do too. It'd be fun. That's why I love partner. I love partner with. I love partner with cards, like the ones released in Battlebond. But as I was saying a couple seconds ago, if you look at the way that Magic, or like R&D as a whole, designing cards for, are those frog people? Yeah, they're Murlocs. They're lovely. I love them. I love them in Battlegrounds. Every other mode of Hearthstone, I hate them. They're useless. Yeah, they're little Murlocs. You can actually buy, well, you can't buy it. You can unlock a hero portrait that's just Murgle. It's just one of these guys. It's like, it's a shaman. It's a little merfolk. And all of your voice lines are just Murgle. They're just like frog noises and it's lovely. Yeah, they're adorable. I love them. I'll show you after this, I think. Oh, I don't actually have it unlocked. I don't think I have it unlocked. I think I'll pull it up on Google.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Where is it? Oh, Battlecry. Oh, okay. So we're actually... This is actually a very good run, so I'm actually thinking about this... I'm actually thinking about this game seriously, so just give me a quick second.
A good tactical choice.
We might die. If we don't die, I think we're in a good spot. As long as if we don't die this turn, we're in a good spot. You shall begin immediately. Okay, wait. Where is it? I'm trying to find. Hearthstone, Murloc hero. Yeah, here we go. That's it. Morgul the Oracle. You can play us in. It's really easy to unlock. All you need to do is make 2 accounts and you got it. It's great. A little more like he's free too. You don't actually have to pay for him. You just got to do this little thing to invite a friend and you've got him. Get rid of this. Anyway, so if you look at... I'm sorry, I get taken off track because I'm focusing on like 3 different things at once. But if you look at Commander Legends and you look at the way Commander Legends was designed solely for Commander, and it's something that they hammered down home, is that Commander Legends was designed with Commander in mind. You got an MTG crossover idea? Oh, go for it, man. Crossover Hearthstone with Magic. I've wanted to do it for years. But the design philosophy of Commander Legends was to make Commander viable and to make cards that won't break Commander, that they will just be good in Commander, or they'll fill in niche aspects of Commander decks that people needed. And if we look at Commander Legends from that perspective, it's fine. There aren't really cards from Commander Legends that are completely broken. They're not. You're pretty much fine wherever you are. If you look at them like that. And that's a good thing, yes. It's good that they didn't break Commander, but if you look at the way that it functioned outside of Commander, a lot of those cards are going to be a problem. They are just genuinely going to be a problem. Oh wait, hold up. I think we just did something really cool. Hold
Down a
up.
minion?
We're gonna do something in beyond greedy. Oh, this is good. This is good. Let's try this. Yeah. Anyway, I was saying, if you look at them outside of other mechanics and like how they've affected other formats, Commander Legend cards can break other formats. Which is, you get it, you understand it, because like they weren't meant for other formats, they were meant for Commander, but cards printed for Commander are also legal in Legacy Vintage. So it could very easily break those. That also brings me to like, how much do you really care about Legacy and Vintage? Some people care about it a lot. So maybe Wizards of the Coast doesn't care about Legacy and Vintage as much as they do Commander, which I don't blame them. Commander is the biggest money seller the game has. But we know that Wizards of the Coast can design for Commander, because they can design for Commander Legends. And if they make Commander Legends 2, which they will, I can guarantee you they make Commander Legends 2, they will design them fine. But it's when you put those cards that are specifically designed for Commander into standard legal sets, or sets that are legal in other formats, you've broken them. The power level is too different, the mechanics are too different, the way that certain things function are very different. And that's the problem. It's a problem. But we know they can do it right because they did it with Commander Legends. Really, in Commander Legends, everybody loved it. It was great. And I think we're dead. I'm pretty sure we're dead. Oh my god, we won. We actually won. Oh god, we actually won. Oh, but he pivoted away from... What did he have?
You're good at this.
I don't think we want any of that. Oh, but I think we just got the win here. Hopefully we're not too late. Oh, no, we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good to at least survive another round. Things we're gonna have to do. We're actually gonna have to sell this. Let's do that. Hopefully we don't die. If we can survive one more round, I think we could make it to the top 4. Really one Carousel Lannister would be black, white, red. Pretty sure it's Svaitron, red for Passion, black. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea who Cersei Lannister is. That from Game of Thrones? Because I didn't watch Game of Thrones. I got about 25 minutes and I got really bored and stopped watching it. But if we want to talk about MTG color identities, I'm Esper, and I love being Esper. And I could probably tell you a lot of Marvel superheroes, like color identities and the color identity of a lot of fictional characters, but when it comes to Game of Thrones, I know nothing about it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I get that reaction a lot, because it makes sense. You'd expect me to like Game of Thrones. I love medieval fantasy, I love knights and kings and war-torn political dramas. But Game of Thrones just never vibed with me, and oh, that's fine. Yeah, Game of Thrones never vibed with me at all. I don't think there's a particular reason why it didn't. It just really didn't. Oh! This is terrible. This is really bad. I think we might have died here. Oh, maybe not. I think we got this. I think we got this. As long as he attacks this, yeah, we got it. Oh, no. We tied. We get that 50% time. I missed on all the murders. Yeah, I did. Yeah, if I don't like it, I don't like it. It's unfortunate that I didn't. Now, was there anything that he had that I would want? No. Okay, so her little power is that I can make the things that I buy be whatever my opponents had. Not buff, just the basic regular versions of them. So if my opponents are running compositions that I want to run, I could use this thing to speed everything up, basically. Actually, we're gonna do
Up a goal.
do this.
Tactical choice.
Yeah, this boat isn't good.
So many shinies.
Oh, they're each getting +6, I think. No, the frog boys. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. They're really good, but the reason playing Murlocs in this specific mode is if you can get this dude in early, if you can get the Bran early, these dudes are insane. Like, you saw how I was almost dead and I was dying? I almost died here, right? But the second that I got this dude, suddenly you start looking at these stats and they go insane. He is the key to making the merfolk composition work. And strangely enough, so is this pirate. This pirate synergizes very well with these merfolk. This pirate gets bigger for every golden minion you have. And normally golden minions are really difficult to get because you need 3 of a specific minion to work. And normally when you get later on in the game, you get rid of your early minions because they're really small, they don't have good effects. So you get rid of them. So having multiple golden minions is really, really rare. Unless you're playing merfolk, because merfolk, not merfolk, unless you're playing these dudes. Because these dudes, they're all low leveled, you get them early in the game, and you buff them as the game progresses. So it's really easy to get a bunch of triples for them. The Bat family gets teamed up with one of the companions each. Would Batman have Garuda? Wait, hold up a second. Give me a second. My dog is eating something. Let me just play this turn out. Give me a quick
I
second.
didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
No, I don't want any of that. No, can my dog stop biting that? I gotta play this out. Okay. Also, this is definitely the mode in Hearthstone that makes your APM get really tested. And I don't need any of that. Give me a second. Oh, you know what? You're right. Bruce is just an adoptive daddy to everybody. Anyway, I think after this game I gotta stop because I gotta get some dinner. We have somehow not died. That is genuinely a miracle. I don't know how we haven't died yet. He's playing Divine Shield though, which does not vibe with us at all, so we're gonna put these guys up here. Anyway, what was I saying? Color. I mean, with companions and with partners, your color identity doesn't really matter. Hell, in Commander, partners are better off when you don't have a color identity relative to each other. Also, I think we're beyond dead. Yeah, we are well beyond dead. Divine Shield's kind of what messes up Murlocs the most. I think we're pretty much done here. Yeah, I don't think we can win this at all. I think in order for us to win this, he has to attack this. No, we're done. We're dead. Okay. I think we're gonna do one more thing before we end the stream. I wanna show you guys my favorite Hearthstone deck of all time. Like actual Hearthstone, not this battleground stuff. Yeah, the Frog Boys. Sadly, you're gone. All right. I want to show you guys like the deck that I run, like my personal pet deck that I've been running for a ridiculous amount of time. It's this one, Yahar. It's Odd Pirate Rogue. We're just gonna play one game and then I have to dip out for the night. But thank you all for staying here the whole time. Hopefully this was entertaining and you guys enjoyed your time. Ugh. My dog is just biting random things.
Valera versus Lazul.
All right. You guys get to see what degenerate Hearthstone is like. Because... Okay, so I want you to picture these effects if they were actually around in Magic the Gathering, because it's insane. One of my favorite minions of all time, you're about to see him in a second. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Patches the Pirate, but Patches is, in my opinion, the strongest card ever printed for Hearthstone is Patches the Pirate. And it's just a 1-mana 1/1. For Duke? Who's Duke? Do you mean Dick Grayson? Or is there some dude named Duke now? Anyway. See. So you see this pirate? It's a 1-mana pirate. It has charge. It charges haste, effectively. But it only has haste if I have a weapon equipped. Right? But if I play it, Patches comes out. It's a 1-mana 1/1, and after I play a pirate, he gets summoned directly from the deck. Oh, Duke Thomas. I don't really read DC Comics, so I actually have no idea who that is. But, I don't think I'll look it up later. But this card is so strong because it used to have haste. They actually nerfed it. This used to have haste. But it's so strong because it's a 1-mana 1/1, yes, but it's a 1-mana 1/1 that comes out turn 1. It thins your deck by 1 card. It is consistent as hell because you will always have that 1/1 come out if you play Pirate. And it gives you early board presence. We're playing against a control deck, so you're going to see a lot of nothing for a little bit.
Here we go.
Now, the general gist of this deck is it's called Odd Rogue. And effectively you have this card. Where is it? Baku the Moon Eater. And it's a 9-mana 7/8. And it has an effect called Start of Game. If your deck has only odd cost cards, it upgrades your hero power. This is what Companion tried to be. Right? This is what Companion attempted to be. Wait, hold up a second. I think we have to silence this, yeah. Wait, give me a quick second. Okay, I'm back, sorry. Where was I? Okay, so you see this right here? It right now is 2 mana and I equip a 2/2 weapon, which allows me to attack with 2 damage to whatever I want. Rogues normally can only equip a 1/2 weapon for 1 damage with 2 hits. So if I get it, it gives me a 2/2 weapon. Normally rogues only have a 1/2. But if I have only odd cost cards, this card at the beginning of the game, before the game even starts, makes this an upgraded version with 2/2, with 2 power, which fuels a really aggressive version of this deck. Yeah, oh, you played Hearthstone! Oh, good. I was wondering how much you understood what was going on. Yeah, a lot of it, the deck thinning doesn't really matter all that much, but it is a quality of his that you have to think about. You have to think about the fact that it's deck thinning, but when you're playing an aggressive deck like this, it doesn't matter all that much. It matters a little bit when you play Odd Warrior, but you don't really run patches in Odd Warrior, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Hold up, wait, I need to think about this.
Here we go.
Yeah. But the fact that at the beginning of the game, it does that effect, and I have to build my deck around it, is something that I enjoy a lot. But I've been playing this deck specifically so much. I've basically been playing Odd Rogue exclusively for close to 3 years now. So whenever there's a new Hearthstone expansion, I don't really, what the hell just happened? Oh yeah, Big Priest. Everyone hates Big Priest. Everyone hates Big Priest. Okay, we've lost. We have lost this game. We have just lost. Yeah, that right there is Big Priest. Everybody's most hated deck in Hearthstone. Completely degenerate, because if you don't kill it before they do this, you lose. But it's not my most hated deck. My most hated deck has definitely has to be Secret Mage. But yeah, no. Look at that board state. It's degenerate as hell. But we've lost, so we're just gonna do the cheerful thing and just threaten them and quit. Anyway, that's Wild Hearthstone. I love it. I don't know why I love it. I love playing with broken stuff. Yeah. But you actually haven't seen, like, this deck gets really busted sometimes. For example, what can I show you? Assuming that I go second and I get a coin, I can play Buccaneer, right? Buccaneer then is a 1 mana 2/1. I play him and I get patches out. Oh, but yeah, I give up. So when I play Buccaneer, I get a 2/1 on the board, right? I then get patches, which is a 1/1. I can then play Tour Guide, which is a 1 mana 1/1 that makes my hero power cost 0. What effectively happens in that regard is I now have a 2/1 on the board, a 1/1 on the board, another 1/1 on the board, so now I have 4/3 in stats on the board turn 1, and a 3/2 weapon on my hero. I effectively deal 3 damage turn 1, and then the following turn I deal 8 damage. With a game that only has 30 health per your life total. I love this deck. It's amazing. I've had some changes here and there, but this is effectively all I play. And when I don't want to play that, I play Mill. Which is just Mill. Anyway, I think we're going to have to call it a night here. I've been streaming for a lot longer than I thought I would be streaming for. Just wanted to chill with you guys for a bit. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time.